Hey there, you happy hikers. Today, we are going to chat about one of the most important aspects in my eyes of each Pokemon game, the rival. The rival is supposed to be your counterpart throughout the game that you can compete with and grow. Recently, with the release of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, we have received the latest version of the rival in Trace. A large part of the Pokemon community expresses discontent with Trace due to his never-ending kind attitude, no matter what the situation. He is always happy-go-lucky with even giving you items that he bought. Many in the community want Masuda to go back to what many people call the golden age of the rivals with Blue and Silver. While I agree Trace is not a great rival character to have, I do not believe that we necessarily need to go back to all the way to the original games to have a proper rival. Masuda has said that he does not want to go with a rival like Blue, since the characters are so expressive it might turn off some of the younger audience. While many people fretted when they first heard that, I truly believe that you can still have a proper rival without the rotten attitude. I believe that the two aspects that each rival needs to have to be successful is first being relatable and then having character development. These two things go hand in hand, so if you have one of those aspects, then the second part would probably be present within the rival. Let's start with the necessity of character development. When you think of Blue and Silver, what scene pops through your mind? When I think of Blue, I think of the moment when you triumph over Blue and you see Oak come into the Elite Four and scolds Blue for his view on Pokemon. Likewise, for Silver, it's during Mount Moon when you beat him for the last time before he actually starts to care for his Pokemon. In both situations, you see people start to change their views on Pokemon and grow as people. They were both young and naive, but with many youngins, you will see growth when their eyes are finally opened past the shallow ways. Seeing this kind of character development allows for us to be able to put a part of our soul into the story as we see it unravel. Seeing these characters can give us an appearance of being realistic, which makes it easier to be attached to said characters. The problem with the rival Howl was that there was little to no character development with him. We had trouble forming a connection with previous experiences with him, since no matter what the situation was, he was always craving his favorite food and loving life. While this can be okay to have in character, it ended up being his whole being. No one is truly happy in every second of the day, so we could not build that kind of solid connection. The whole character just felt a bit shallow, and that was due to there being no real development throughout the story. If we, the trainer, can put ourselves in the shoes of the rival, then we can foster that sense of attachment. Personally, I had an elder brother growing up that I would always compete with, which fostered a sense of strong sibling rivalry between us. I was able to reject that kind of competition between us on the first two rivals since we argued all the time. Our ideals were different, which only grew my attachment to Blue and Silver and the way I wanted to defeat them. However, this can be done in different ways, like with Barry and Hugh. In Barry's case, he had the desire to be better than you and to surpass his dad. This is a situation that is very relatable. The desire to be better than a fellow friend or chasing after someone that is ahead of us is a very relatable experience that many of us have. This is why you don't see people really complain about Barry too much due to the connection we can make with him through his main motive. While for Hugh, he just wanted to assist his little sister that meant the world to him. Even though many people in the community felt that his story was very strange, we still have the ability to connect with Hugh. We can make sense of Hugh's actions due to having real relations with family and friends. Those strong bonds sometimes make us commit actions that we wouldn't otherwise have done, or makes us go over the top with them. If rivals have a sense of depth to them, instead of the typical, I am your best friend and here's half my wallet because friendship, then we are more likely to develop a sense of care for said characters. Then the attachment would be formed, which is the biggest qualm the fanbase usually has. They feel that the rival is just there to be there, instead of actively contributing to the story. In any future Pokemon games, I hope Game Freak will focus on these two aspects for the rival. I truly believe that these recent rivals have just lacked a sense of purpose in the story, and is just put in since Pokemon has to have that typical formula of having a rival. Everything should have a sense of purpose, and I believe if Game Freak has a focus on that, then the negativity will calm down just a bit. But hey, that is just what I think, what makes a rival go from one with a poor reception to one with a positive one. What do you think makes a solid rival? Which rival is your favorite and why is that? Well, in the end, just remember to have a great day, you happy hikers.